Bears have extremely thick hair, and they thrive in the harsh condition they find themselves because of the food they get. Not just foods like berries and honey, nor pure Alaskan salmon with much fat. Apparently, bears are not particularly slim, but God created them in a way that they can thrive in their frigid environment. Bears are very powerful and strong animals on Earth, and their pure, secret, perfect Alaskan salmon are stacked with this mystical fact. This is not just the omega-3 fat. As a matter of fact, a study showed that this is very close to a magical fat loss substance that was ever discovered. A study conducted by the Cleveland Clinic on it to ascertain how people can lose weight through it, and even Harvard University saw the substance that caused cells to get fat released in a petri dish before them. This impressed them, and they made an attempt to get a patent on it. I will describe the information about this magical fact and how you can purchase yours for a very small amount of money. But let me introduce myself. I'm Adam Ray. There is a leaked video which reveals the reason some stubborn fat cells would not respond to workouts or diets. It will shock you because you will eventually see the reason fat under your arms, your midsection, and even your thighs remain extremely difficult to lose. Did you observe why nothing like this has been on social media and not even on newspapers? Well, here's the reality. There have been a lot of lies about this study. It is impossible for them to let anyone know the big secret to finally lose fat, since they have to continue selling their diet products to you for more than the next 3 decades. Thus, please, for your own benefit, see this information now. Think about after leaving this presentation and still not understand why dieting makes fat cells quit discharging fat. That's what makes it difficult to actually lose weight the older you grow. It does not relate to a gradual metabolism or how the fat loss switch can be turned on with just one missing nutrient that is absent in food labels or in vitamins, and how the frustration of a completely different diet can be prevented, particularly the one that never worked for you. Jane was in a devastated condition as her lost weight came back. She felt deceived, although she started blaming herself, her age, and even her genetics. These are that they want you to believe. With additional diets, costly foods, and unnecessary supplements, you will continually lose more money with no obvious results, but frustration. However, Harvard Research Center's discovery has proven these as lies, and in a few minutes, you will be stunned with the reality on the reason workouts and diets would not work on their own, reason fat cells would never respond, and how you can get your desired body by simply getting your body recharged with a nutrient you have missed. This nutrient can be found in the healthiest and smallest communities like Sardinia, Italy, and Okinawa, Japan. What I'm trying to say is that scientists have this belief that cells were only balloons that kept fat, but studies have proven that fat cells interact and talk to one another on the exact time to release fat. According to Life Extension senior health scientist, Dr. Michael, fat cells are simply very complex. Like other cells in the human body, they are composed of receptors that help them transmit and get signals. The moment fat cells get a signal to let go of fat, they let go of the fat inside. They also inform the cells in the liver and muscles and other parts of the body that force them to make use of the fat that was released for energy. Therefore, not just that it sends a signal to the fat cells, but also let go of everything inside and still informs the muscles to make use of this newly discharged fat for energy. This is the reason why this is very important. As we grow older, our fat cells find it difficult to send and get this information. Our fat cells are not getting the expected signals, or they are unable to respond to the signals. Dr. Smith emphasizes, due to this, the cells will not burn fat at the expected level. This is the reason a lot of Americans go through stubborn and brutal fat storage, regardless of how hard they work out, and it is likewise the reason many of these scammy fat-burning supplements will never work. As long as the fat cells in your body are unable to get and send signals, no other thing will matter. But within the recent discovery of science, the communication of fat cells have been restored. In 2008, Harvard University researchers were astonished at the discovery of the entirely natural molecule known as palmitoleic acid. There is a popular oil known as omega-3 and how it is a very healthy fat to consume every day. This is similar to omega-3, but has more power, and according to scientists, it is called omega-10. The researchers placed some fat cells in a petri dish, and this nutrient was added. They could really quantify the fat that was leaving the cells. It was just like fine, clean, edible oil. And that's if it was really collected from the finest source and is not composed of cheap ingredients or kept in a warehouse for a long time, which will reduce the originality of the oil and even become very bad. The body needed just a very small quantity to start experiencing the dramatic effects on different levels. Even the governing board of Harvard couldn't, but apply for a patent on it, although it has been tested somewhere else as well. This study was featured in Australia by Dr. Oz on his show.